This is a huge movie. There
Yeah.
are literally, trailers and posters everywhere. I want to know, like, what your thoughts are in terms of, like, what this ride is going to be like because it's so huge.
Yeah, I was driving here, like I came here for the first time 4 years ago. And I was thinking, man, it would be great to do something. And look at these posters and wow, like they do stuff out here. It's quite big. And so to drive round and see that, I just had to pull over and just take a moment of
Yeah.
just going, okay,
You would have to, right?
that's a nice thing. That's a beautiful thing. But like I've said to everyone, like all of that's great, but underneath it, the making of the work and the working with these actors was special in that it felt like I was with a bunch of passionate artists, which is what it feels like when I'm on a London stage or on a TV show or whatever. It's the same. It's the same DNA.
I have to ask, a black man in Antarctica shooting. I want to know what that was because I don't do cold. So, what was that like?
Well, that's a good question. So I live in London, so the temperature is slightly colder than here. But when they said we're going to Iceland, that was an interesting take. But when you see the imagery, that kind of takes the cold away. And
really
Iceland
is
is an incredibly it has this mysticism to it, because they have the lava has from volcanoes has settled, and then they have this moss growing. So you could go on these amazing walks where the ground is spongy, and blueberries are growing on the floor. Wow. So if you get hungry, you just take some blueberries, and then there's a little stream that you could actually drink because it's volcanic. It's so you've got all of that, and then within one day, you will literally see the four seasons. Be sunny when you wake up, go for a jog, amazing. Don't go too far because you could literally encounter 100-mile-an-hour winds.
Wow.
And it changes just like that. So for me to experience that, is something, again, it's something that's not lost on me, that my job sometimes takes me to these places.
When you think of great movies like these huge blockbuster films, most people think about, these huge movie stars,
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey and Jessica Chastain.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, though, there's so much in Hollywood that's done by these great character actors. And
Yeah.
there's so many great roles out there.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me a bit, especially with, the early Oscar buzz, for all the dreamers out there who want to be character actors, kind of what that's been like for you?
I think with Matthew McConaughey, what we're seeing now is someone who, like, people are saying, where's this come from? Like, suddenly we've got this amazing actor, but that was always there. Yeah. I used to, when we were on set, I would sort of warm up and train with his stunt double and my stunt double, and his stunt double went to university with him, and he said he was because you walk past his trailer, the guy is working. He's working so hard. He's got so many things going on, but that other people are dealing with that. He's 100% focused on the work that he's doing, which as an aspiring lead male actor, I take a lot from that. I think that's wonderful to see, one. And then his stunt double would say it's exactly the same when he was at uni. I believe it's exactly the same on a romantic comedy as he was on Dallas Buyers Club, as he was in this, And I think we're all like that.
I have to ask you about Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
He's been really good to you. Can you talk to me about
Yeah.
working with him?
Yeah.
About this and Dark Knight.
What I love about Christopher Nolan is, obviously, he's an established, like one of the greats of our time. The guy's work ethic is amazing. His efficiency, his vision, his leadership is beautiful. But I was fortunate enough to see him with his family as well. And if he has all of that passion for his filmmaking, he has a whole heap more for his family. And for me as a family man, to see that you can do the two things and do them well, I loved it.
It's everything. Thank you so much for this film.